Hey everyone, welcome to Watchbots Prime, your midweek show for all things Watchbots and other associated nonsense. This is Ben. I'm in a bit of a weird headspace this week, and it's because I've been traveling for work a little bit, which in and of itself is fine, right? Like, I'm a big boy, I can handle planes by myself. It's good to see the world, but the trip I had to make this week was out to this enormous goddamn convention center, and you drive up to it and it's like a fucking monolith. It's like a mega church to the American way in commercialism. It's crazy. But you go in, it's nice enough until you check in. So you take the elevator upstairs and you get out and it looks like the fucking Overlook Hotel, right? Like, it's got like the cream walls and yellow accents and weird red rugs. Like, I was expecting to turn around and just get deluged with a river of blood, which is a good, healthy way to go into a conventioneering experience. But then, like, the way that the area is set up, it's all built up around this convention center. So it's in the middle of nowhere. And so you leave your hotel room and you go downstairs and they've set up like this fake city there. And they have these Bavarian looking houses and fake trees up with lights in them. So it's supposed to look like a neighborhood that meets all your needs. And it all felt very fucking horrifying. And it was freaking me the fuck out. It didn't help that there was also a second conference there that was military themed, which is fine. And I don't have any concerns with that. But when you have this weird dystopian mess with all of these people in fatigues walking around, it just gave it that air of, I don't know, severity to it. Maybe that's not right. Although I will say the military folks were very friendly. But I walked outside because I needed to see the sun and get a taste of fresh air. And I wandered around the area and it's all just like hotels for the convention center and like these restaurant chains that I've never heard of, but they're designed specifically to meet the needs of like a horny 50-year-old conventioner. So it's like, it's not Howl at the Moon. It's like Cadillac Jack's, the piano bar. And it's not like Smoky Bones. It's like Memphis Steve's, sweet barbecue. And it's not TGI Fridays or like, it's just like generic craft beer bar. I don't know. The whole thing just felt fucking odd. Like, I expected to be looking out and just seeing the dome closing around us as the world went to shit. And it was all very strange. But you know, it was a short trip, just a couple of days, and I was happy and excited on the way home to watch a little original Star Trek. I'm still making my way through it. But of course, I get on the plane, I open up my iPad, I hit play, and of course it's a fucking Klingon episode. And if you've never watched original Star Trek, it is as 60s as 60s gets, and the Klingons are a little bit racially insensitive. They're half like Charlie Chan level Asian stereotype and half blackface. So not really the kind of thing one feels comfortable watching out in public. I got around it by, like, you can minimize the window on the iPad now, which is cool. So it takes up like a 16th. So I basically listened to William Shatner act, and I don't know. It's crazy. But that's where my head is at, which is always good on a record night here. Good news, though. It's been officially revealed that Pilot Pete is the Bachelor for next season, which I think starts airing in January. If you recall, our summer adventures, Pete was the one that fucked the Bachelorette inside a windmill 4 times. So good on him. I guess the women that are vying for his heart are mostly social media influencers. And it all sounds a little fishy. You know, people just go for love, go for the right reasons, but we'll pick that discussion up in a couple months. Anyway, what is the show about? Cartoons. So this week we are watching a 90s ass cartoon, and it's extreme and it's bitchin' and it's got animals. It has to be Street Sharks.
Street Sharks! Awesome!
It's sort of tough to muster an opinion on some of these shows, right? Because they're just so bland. Like they just kind of exist. But what I was not expecting out of Street Sharks was so much talk about genetic engineering. Like I swear to God, of the 21 minutes here, like at least 18 of them are just like inoculations and formulas and science babble. It's really baffling stuff, but you do get some like X Games oriented heroes who literally chew up the scenery. So that can't be a bad thing, right? Right. And how about that rockabilly theme, huh? Nothing says cool, relatable cartoon like music that nobody at that age was possibly listening to. Hollywood, you can't beat it. But that's next week. So let's call it a night. And this has been Have a Good One. And similar to the Ninja Turtles and the Street Sharks, if you see any vials of green fluid, try not to roll in it, you know? It fucks you up one way or the other. I guess everybody ends up okay in the end, though. So maybe do roll in it. What's the worst that could happen? And I won't be held liable for any actions, by the way. Bye.